Hello and welcome to yet another video in TechnoFunda Investing YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss a special topic. I'm going to give you 3 secrets how to go about doing your own sector analysis and building your own formula through sector analysis. Most of the times we don't have much idea about which sector to allocate more portion of our portfolio, and that is where we miss a lot of trends in the overall broad context when the entire sector is moving, but we go into company level details and miss this entire big picture. Have you faced these kind of scenario? Yes, right. So when we miss the bigger picture, we basically are ignoring a very big mega trend that is happening. And the history has spoken about that if you are catching these mega trends in a particular sector in a right way, it has created huge wealth. So say for example, in earlier decades, say from 1998 to 2008, we had sectors like real estate and infra, which created huge wealth for investors, the likes of Suzlon, Unitech, and a lot more NCC and a lot more such companies, right? There is a whole bunch of companies from these sectors which created huge wealth. If you reflect back in 2008 to 2018 to 2020 somewhere, so basically this last decade, you know that sectors like financials and pharma and auto have created massive wealth, and of late you have seen sectors like specialty chemicals is also coming into the picture. So the idea is basically not to miss out on the bigger mega trend and to identify these kind of sectors properly. So now I'll share with you the 3 secrets, step-by-step formula in which you can implement this system and identify the sectors for next coming bull run. So we will now, start with the 3 key factors, with the 3 secrets which I talked about around a sector analysis formula. The first secret is to find profitability in any sector for a very long period of time. So you need to look at growth, the overall profitability of the sector, and then also try to see if there are reinvestment opportunities in this sector. Once you do that, the second secret to find is to identify profit pools in the industry. So you need to identify sectors or subsectors within the entire value chain of a particular sector where there are pockets of very high profitability. So say for example, in the auto industry, there might be small parts manufacturer, then you might have assemblers, and then finally you might have OEMs, which are your likes of Maruti and Eicher and bigger players. There might be a small company in this entire value chain in supplying these small parts, which is a monopoly kind of company. And these kind of companies might be making insane amount of profit. So idea is to study and explore the entire value chain within a sector and then identify such niche companies. And the third thing, once you identify the entire sector as now, right? So after you do it as of now, then you need to see what are the triggers where these sectors are undergoing massive changes. And it's basically spotting these trends which are unfolding, right? So it could be on the positive side, it could be on the negative side. If you can find sectors on the positive side where the trend is just picking up, you can make again massive amount of wealth in very small period of time. And other way around, if you are able to find any challenges or disruption within the sector, then you can just cut them short and save your profits which you have already made, right? So if you can do this as a very early stage, then it creates a lot of wealth for you. Classic example was like recently in cyclicals, where you could have ride graphite electrode industry, some sugar cycles, and so on and so forth. So those are cyclical plays. You can find these trend changes, or you can also find bigger trend changes like in terms of pharma or specialty chemicals recently, right? And if you can enter these sectors very early, it can create a lot of wealth for you, right? So hope you liked these 3 secret formula. I'll just show an example of This is basically example of how my tool in terms of price volume action uh, spotted signals in terms of price and volume in these companies. So on the left hand side, it's example of pharma, which started coming back in June 2018, and then chemical, again the example is of August 2018, where you find these signals from price volume action. And then also you can study from fundamentals, combining both the pieces, the TechnoFunda way, which I tell about, and then you can write them in a systematic way, right? So this is broadly how you can start applying the entire three secrets around a sector analysis framework. So that's it from my end. If you want to explore more resources, you can explore my website, vivekmashrani.com. And of course, you can stay tuned with this YouTube channel. Just subscribe, and you can follow through all the future videos which I'm putting up. All right. All the best. Thank you.